Why did January last for 84 years? February was like a week, and now it's March? It's March. Hey everyone, my name is Amanda, and I'm the Fun Size Reader, and today we are going to talk about my March TBR and the cluster that it is probably going to be. If you saw my February wrap up a couple days ago, you know that I didn't really have a great reading month in February. It was okay, but I was very not connected to the books. I wasn't reading very quickly. It was taking me a long time to get through stuff. I don't really have high hopes for March, and my reading mood has been all over the place, and nothing has been satisfying it. Picking the next book and sticking with it has been really, really difficult. So this TBR is going to reflect that. It's going to be kind of like, I don't know, maybe this one, maybe that one. The issue is that pretty much everything that's on this TBR is ginormous, because I don't know why people can't write normal sized books right now, but everyone is writing chonkers. So they're all huge, which in my reading state currently will take me for freaking ever. So we'll see how much I actually read in March. I don't have high hopes. The first thing that I'm going to read is Daughter of No Worlds by Carissa Broadbent. And that is because I started reading it in February and I didn't get very far. So I'm going to be reading that, finishing that up. First impressions of this book. It does remind me of Throne of Glass, which is what a lot of people have said. But I literally have not gotten far enough at all to know anything. I'm like at 4%. And it's pretty long. I think it's like 500 pages. And it's a trilogy. And it is complete, which is really exciting. So I will be reading the first one. Who knows? I may read the second one, but you guys know me. And sometimes I cannot stay in the world too long. So I don't know. We will see. I was originally hoping to read the second book of her other series, A Serpent and the Wings of Night, which is the only 5-star that I've had this year. It was set to come out in March, but she's self-published. Things got held up. I think she said in her Instagram stories that she's currently pregnant, and she was having really, really bad nausea in the beginning of her pregnancy. And so it kind of stalled her writing, which, girl, I've been there. I have been there, so I get it. Take all the time you need. Pregnancy nausea is literally the worst. So I can let that pushback of that release slide. She has a good reason. The next two that I have on this list, also chonkers. They're chonkers. I have had them on my previous lists for the past 2 months. And that is Lauren Asher's Final Offer, which is the third book in the Dreamland Billionaires series, and Things We Hide from the Light by Lucy Score. Both of these books are huge. They're huge. I know I'm gonna like them, but it's just so intimidating trying to pick up a huge book and being like, oh, I'm gonna read this now. Especially when it's contemporary romance, you guys. They're so long. But I don't really have any other contemporary romances on my list right now, so I'm gonna just need to get to those. The other giant book, if you watched my March reveal for Fun Size Book Club, that comes out this month that I was gonna pick for book club that I didn't end up picking strictly because of the size, is A Game of Malice and Greed. It looks so good. It's by the Twisted Sisters. It's an Aladdin retelling. It is a dark fantasy romance, enemies to lovers. And I just don't know if I'm going to pick up a 955-page book. I love them. But why are they writing such long books? Especially because this is going to be a series. Chop it up, ladies. Make it a little shorter. Cut out the stuff we don't need. Just saying. I would want to pick it up a whole lot more. I still want to read it. But it is long. It's so long. My brain cannot focus on super long things right now. The other ones that I just threw in for shits and gigs, A Court of Ice and Ash, which is book 2 of the Viking series that we read in January for Fun Size Book Club. I can't remember the name of the first one right now. I'm too lazy to go look it up because it's a blank of blank and blank. And I I don't remember any of them anymore. I don't. I have to look them up every single time. But it's that one, book 2 of that one. I do want to continue the series. I just don't know when. Or I could read Beneath the Alabaster Spire, which is book 2 of the Dark Knight Golden Dawn. I think Dark Knight Golden Dawn. I don't know. But I loved that one. That was a Pride and Prejudice retelling in a fantasy world. And it was great. And I loved it. And I want to read the second one. And I don't know what's stopping me. Probably the size. Probably how big the damn book is. All of these are probably going to be on my Kindle because the thought of holding a physical book right now, when my brain doesn't even want to read thick books, and the thought of holding a giant, heavy, thick book, I'm just like, no. I just want my Kindle. I just want my little clicker to come in the mail. I've ordered it twice now. My first order was lost and I had to reorder it. So I really just want to cuddle under the covers because it's freaking freezing and click my Kindle pages. That's all I want to do. If none of y'all can tell, it's pretty late at night here right now and I'm very tired. So I'm a little giddy. I feel like I should not put any more on this list. I know I need more contemporary romance, but I should not put any more on this list because I just don't know what I'm going to feel like. Like last month, I was super feeling a sports romance. I was like, I want a sports romance. I wanted a hockey romance. And I read one and it was just like, did that scratch the itch? I'm not sure. Not sure because I just don't know what I feel like. Do I want a small town? Like, I don't know. And I have friends who keep recommending small towns to me and I'm like, this is great, but I don't know if I feel like this right now. So I put them all in my Goodreads and hope one day I'll feel like them. And I've been kind of feeling more fantasy romance recently, but I've been also feeling like I want spicy books and smutty books, but you know me, I still need a plot. So I'm just convoluted up here. I don't know what's going on in this head. Maybe I'm dehydrated. Focus, Amanda. And I do know what's going on. I am thinking in my own fantasy world too much right now. And that's probably what it really is I'm like in my own fantasy world and working on that. So I need it to not affect my reading mood because that's the worst. I'm not going to drag this on forever. March TBR is just a clusterfuck. Hopefully you guys have more specific TBRs than I do. What's the one book that you're looking forward to reading this month? Is it anything on my list? Is it book club? Because I'm also going to read the book club book. If you haven't watched that video, go back and watch it. I posted it yesterday. But that's also a fantasy, so it doesn't help my needing a contemporary romance problem. But we'll see. We'll see what actually ends up getting read. Because I had dragons on the TBR last month, and I didn't read any dragons. So... well, no, okay, I take that back. I did read one dragon, but it was kind of like dragon adjacent. It was fae, not really dragon shifters. I'm about to record that review, so keep an eye out for The Last Storm by J.D. Linton. I hope you guys have an amazing reading month in March. I hope you do. I hope you read more than me. I hope you love the books that you read because I don't know if my brain will. I don't know. We will see. We'll have to see at the end of the month. Don't forget to leave me a comment. Let me know what you're looking forward to the most. Also, you can find me on all of the social medias, and I'll see you guys next time.